Are you and your mom going to be getting out of here anytime soon? Why are you both still in this fancy house of mine? I'd like you both out of this house now. You both are disgraces. The thing is, Carmen, I don't think you have any reason to be telling my mom or anyone anything like that. I really don't get how you think you can say that to me when you're both the ones in some stranger's house. This is my house, and yet I'm not able to catch a break with the both of you around. I'm sorry about that, but this place also happens to be my mom's and my house now. Your dad and my mom ended up getting married to one another. So when you think about the fact that we're all family now, you're making a big mistake complaining about us like that. I'm not complaining about you both, though. I am warning you guys. I'm warning you both that it's time to get out of my house now, so how about you start preparing to leave? What do you think you're saying still? If you keep complaining to me like that, I'm not going to bother listening to you. I'm telling you right now, Carmen, you can hate my mom and I all you want, but it's not going to change anything for you now. We are your family now as far as everyone else is concerned. So this way you're behaving, don't you think it's going to draw a lot of people's attention towards you? Let's just forget about all you've said and work together to grow closer to one another as sisters. Huh? Give it up already. You're grossing me out now. I will never, ever think of you as my little sister, Jasmine. I can't even see you as anything else but a crazy stranger who's trying to squat in my house. You also happen to be years younger than me, yet talk to me like you somehow know better? Disgusting. I'm sorry that my way of thinking about this is disgusting to you, but I'm not trying to turn you off. I can just see that you being very against my mom and I living here is only going to make things harder on yourself. So I'd really like it if we all worked together to be happier as a family. And in order for that to start happening, you need to start behaving like an adult, okay? Jasmine, how have things been going between you and Carmen? Do you feel that the both of you can get along well? Not at all, Mom. Not only is it hard for me to understand what she's going on about, but she doesn't seem to like the thought of me at all. By now, I don't think her and I can become close to one another at all. But don't worry, I'll figure something out. You know I'm worried after hearing that, though. If I weren't around anymore, then what would happen to you guys? There are all kinds of things I'm worried about right now, and one thing is being worried about you two. What? Why are you worried about things like that, though? There's no way someone like you won't be around. It'll be a very long time before you're no longer around, so I'd stop your worrying and just focus on your new husband and family. Jasmine, remember that there's no telling what'll happen in the near future. If we keep living life not being prepared for the worst, then it's going to swallow us right up and leave nothing behind. Well, I'm sure one could see things that way. But right now, you shouldn't be all that worried about things. I'll be all right with what's going on right now. I'm sure you will be too. Well, if that's what you think, then okay. How about we focus on talking about the company now? Did you get to talk with Luke? Yes, I was able to. Luke may be super young, but he is a very good listener and makes sure to account for everything when making his next moves. We were both able to get on with our talks about what'll happen next. And in the end, we were both able to come to an understanding. You will be totally fine going to school and staying there for a while. All right. I'll make sure to learn everything I can in college, and I'll do everything I can to become very useful to the company once I've graduated. But also make sure you have a little bit of fun while you're there. I know you're a very serious young woman, but learn to relax a little as well. All right already. Sorry that me being serious is always worrying you. Thanks for the update, Mom. It sounds like your mom got into a bad accident, huh? Dang. I guess that was the fate she had destined for her, huh? My mom has stopped breathing now. What? Are you kidding me? Huh? Why the hell are you laughing right now? How the hell can you laugh about what's happened to my mom? My mom just frickin' died. Do you have any idea what you're joking about right now? I never actually thought something like that would happen. I was a bit shocked just then to hear you say that. Well then, this means really soon here you will have to leave the house, right? Things are happening just the way I wanted them to. Perhaps one could say that I'm good at telling the future. What the hell are you going on about? I do not have it in myself right now to sit here and watch you send out such gut-wrenching crap as that anymore. Aren't you 24 years old or something? How have you made it this far in life, yet still not learned how to talk and act around someone that just lost their own mother? Do you find joy in making other people's anguish even worse for them, to the point that they can feel their heart falling apart inside their chest? Not really. I'm not really thinking too much about your mom anyway. You both are just strangers to me anyway, so why should I care how you feel now? Even if I am, you should still be aware not to say things like that to a stranger while they're going through some of the most heartbreaking moments in their life. I can't wait to finally have this stranger out of my house, and then I can go back to living with just my older brother Luke and my dad again. You really are the worst. I'm done talking to trash like you. From now on, consider your chances of talking with me very slim. Now leave me alone and go find someone else to mess with. Will do. And you hurry up and get all your things ready to be out of my house. I want you to vanish right before my eyes. Shut the hell up. I told you things need to happen as I say. Now hurry up and leave. I am shocked. No, not even shocked. I am dumbstruck by what you've done. How dare you come into my mom's funeral today and yell at me about being a complete stranger to you and that I need to leave now? There has to be a limit to your absurdity, right? Do you have any clue what you've just done to Dad by screaming like that? Huh? Please don't be calling my dad your dad after everything that's just happened. You have no idea who my dad is, so why don't you just get lost already? He's like a foster parent to me, making him my dad. I understand that you don't like me being in your dad's large house right now, but what you just screamed about at the top of your lungs at my mom's funeral, that was unacceptable. You've just gone and made Dad beyond embarrassed by what you did. Although I'm sure you can't tell that because you're so self-centered. Anything is worth doing what I did as long as you are out of my house. Ever since you came into my house, my older brother has been all over you, even though all you are is that bratty child your mom brought with her. Why does everyone want to care about you so much? Because they can see just how much of a jerk you are towards me. They're all worried about what'll come next from you, and that's why they care. Shut up! I don't care anymore. Now, get the hell out of my life already. Having to waste any more of my time around you is really starting to get on my nerves now. I feel the exact same way, Carmen. You have no right to be living in my dad's mansion anymore. My house. Really? You still continue to think that? How confident of you. Of course. I'm the daughter of this household and I know everything about it. That also means that this house is mine for the taking. And since your old hag of a mother is 6 feet under now, it's time for you to get the hell out. A non-related stranger like you has no right to be in this house any longer. Get out.
Then I guess we're all going to have to leave.
What?
I've been thinking for a long time now that it's been close to that time when you need to start supporting yourself for once. So it's time for both you and Luke to get out of here and live on your own. And I'll have to leave myself, so that'll be all 3 of us moving out. Have you gotten all your things ready to leave yet, Carmen?
What are you talking about? Stop trying to talk like my dad now. And since when did Luke have anything to do with this?
I just so happen to be your father, Christopher.
What? Dad? Why are you texting me from Jasmine's phone?
You call me your dad, when really, I'm just your foster parent.
Dad? Foster parent? What are you going on about? What's going on here?
The only reason I've never brought this up with you is because you act like such a child for an adult. But this time, you really took things too far with all you've said to my little Jasmine. That's why I'm going to choose this timing, to tell you the whole truth about who you really are. The truth is, neither you nor Luke are related to me by blood. And actually, I'm not sure who your real parents are.
What? What does that mean?
It means exactly what I said. I know that I told you in the past that your mother had died before you could truly know her. But in reality, I never knew your real mother either. I just went to the foster home, where I found you and Luke.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Dad. Are you sure that's the truth?
That's right. So if we're going to act on what you've been saying to Jasmine, that would mean that all of you have to get out of this house, because none of you are related to me.
Wait, stop saying all that crazy crap. If you have all of us leave this house, then what am I going to do? What's going to happen to me then?
I don't know. You're going to have to learn to fend for yourself. You were saying that those who are not blood relatives to the family have to leave this house. So that includes you. And I no longer need to think about you as my daughter.
Wait, Dad? I never said any of those with that kind of intent. You understand what I'm saying, right? I think you just got the wrong idea for a second there. Dad seems to be on the move now with his plan. Now, have you learned the repercussions of what all you were saying earlier? I'm sure you could never learn such things since you're such a frickin' idiot. But I just thought I'd ask since you're wanting to act like a little jerk. Now, could you stop screwing around? I meant everything I was saying to you, and I want you to stop screwing around with me now. What the hell were you doing, forcing my dad to say such things about my brother and I to me? I never thought that I'd have to hear words like that coming out of my own dad's mouth at a time like this. Was he being serious about all of that? Am I really a filthy foster child or something? And does that mean that Luke and I aren't even related to one another? That's what it seems like, Carmen. Therefore, you and I are one and the same now, right? Our dad's been in serious pain after just losing his wife like that in a serious car accident. And you just came out of nowhere today screaming the most heartless things to me at the top of your lungs. I don't think he's ever going to forgive you for doing that. What? But up until now, I've been my dad's #1 daughter, and he's done so much for me. How the hell could something like that happen so suddenly? It feels like I'm being stabbed in the back by him now. It's all because of you that my family is falling apart now. The one who started to cause this family to fall apart was you, Carmen. This is what happens when you don't work together with the rest of your family to try and make things enjoyable. Since you've decided to be so selfish, you've gone and ruined things for everyone now. As Dad is saying, he's selling the house. What? Why would he do that? He had a lot of memories in that house with my mom, and now that she's gone, he no longer wants to live in there with someone like you. There's no point in being around someone as horrible as you. No! There are plenty of points as to why he should still want to live here with me. I need to live here with him. If he sells the house and has me forced out of it, I'll become homeless and have no idea what to do. And like you, I don't even have a job or anything right now. And like you, don't you dare start comparing yourself to me. I'm going to college now, and I plan to be there until I can graduate and take over my mom's company. And I'll have you know that since I first started high school, I've been working at my mom's company as an intern to learn about the real world and make some extra money. Huh? Are you serious? You've known that my mom has been the CEO of her company, right? I've heard little bits about all of that. Well, like I said, that company is going to become mine. So right now, I've been putting in a lot of effort studying for such a high position. I wanted to work for her for a bit at the top, but now that she's gone, I'll have to do everything myself now. But luckily, before I get to that point, Luke is going to be stepping in to support the company and me. Which means while I'm still in school, I'll also be taking time to work with him to make sure I can learn literally everything in order to keep the company going when I take over. Huh? Why would my brother be getting involved in any of that? Are you after Luke now or something? That's why you never got out of this house. Why would I ever be after him? Come on now. To me, Luke is like a hero of mine. He's a very well put together man and is completely different from everyone else his age. So different, in fact, that he's like an alien to you. What the hell? Are you trying to pick on me now? Well, as a matter of fact, that is me picking on you. But I shouldn't waste my time doing that now. I have to really focus on what all I need to work on and study next while Luke is going in and making sure the company stays upright. He's going to be leaving his job soon as well and becoming an employee for my mom's company in order to be there full-time and put all his energy into it. My mom and him had plans for if something like this were ever to happen, and luckily they had agreed on everything that needed to be done. So that company is going to be just fine for now. I never had any idea that stuff like that had been going on. I didn't even know that Luke, of all people, was that invested into your guys' relationship and everything. That's because all you've done with your life is sit around the house all day, wasting all of Dad's hard-earned money on games and online shopping. All you've ever done is what you've wanted to do, and not a single thing else. That's why you never knew anything was going on with us. That's why you couldn't even tell that you're not your dad's real child. So what? We've had the money to do whatever we wanted to with it, so what's wrong with me wanting to use it all up to do what I want? What I'm saying is you never did anything for the family. You never even did anything to benefit yourself, and that's what's about to bite you in the butt now. You're about to be kicked out of the house, and how exactly are you going to be able to live on your own? I'm really worried about that, but you're in the same boat as me now, right? I've been planning to leave the house for a while now since I'm going to college out of town, so I've already signed the lease on a small apartment for myself. So I'll be moving there soon and begin my studies. I'll also be getting some money from my mom, and Dad will be willing to stay in touch in case I ever need anything. Why is my dad going to help you out, even though he's choosing to throw me away? Something like that can't be happening, right? I've been his daughter for a lot longer than you have. This is not a problem relating to how long either of us has been his daughter. Nobody knew that my mom was going to be passing away that quickly in an accident of that caliber. But my mom had plans for things like this because she was always worried about what would happen after she was gone. She made sure to think about myself, about Luke, about Dad, and that's why we've all been thinking about her as well. But because you never did anything with yourself besides complain all the time about my mom and I, and would just spend all your dad's money, nobody's put any thought into what'll happen with you next. You poor, poor thing. Who are you calling a poor thing? Are you really calling me that right now? You're an idiot. Talking down to me like that of all people? This is how things have turned out for someone as hopeless as you. And I think this is the perfect ending for you. What am I supposed to do from now on? If I'm really abandoned by everyone, I'll be screwed. Say something to my dad. Tell him that it's not right for him to abandon someone like me. It's because of you that all of this is happening to me after all. So you have to do that for me in return, right? Screw you. Are you really 6 years older than me? Or did the foster home you're from just tell Dad the wrong age? I can't believe this. You have to be in elementary school still if you think you can blame some stranger for your problems and then ask them to save you after throwing a fit. I'm done talking to you. If you want his help so bad, then how about you go and tell him he's wrong for leaving you? Because I'm finished with all your BS. I have had it up to here taking care of such a baby like you. You don't have to say that. The three of us are leaving the house and will continue to talk to one another like family because we are family. But not one of us has room in our hearts for a spoiled baby like you anymore. And out of the three of us, I'm the most likely to kill you if I ever come across you again after what you said about my mom's death. Back then, things were a little bit different. You don't have to get all upset with me about what I was saying then. You and I are still sisters, right? Let's be friends again. Now? Are you serious? I had asked you many times before my mom passed to be friends, to the point I can't even count them anymore. I just wanted to be kind to one another, even if it wasn't how we truly felt on the inside. But every single time I asked, the only thing that came out of your mouth were insults, and then you telling my mom and I to leave. All of that when none of us besides my mom and I had been related to one another by blood. Back then, I had no idea about the truth regarding my family, so how was I supposed to care about what I was saying? I'm saying sorry now, aren't I? Let's be kind to one another now, all right? I don't want you in my life anymore. I'm going to block your number now. What? I guess things really are going to happen just the way you'd been hoping. We're all going to be leaving that house. But it's not just me this time, but all of you as well, right? I guess you're not that good at telling the future after all. Goodbye forever now. Good luck living on the streets, you frickin' bitch. And how about while you're out there, you learn what it's like to be an adult? And just like that, I had no more patience inside me for Carmen, and I blocked her number as well as all her social media accounts. Then my dad went and sold the house to one of his friends, and that forced Luke and Carmen to have to leave the house as well. Carmen ran crying to her dad, telling him not to throw her away, but the last thing he had to say is that a monster like her was not his daughter, which drove the point that he wasn't joking around deep into her rotten heart. After we had all moved out, we continued to still talk to one another and help each other out like family, only this time without the annoying whining of that bratty girl Carmen. I was able to safely move into my new apartment with one of my friends, actually, where we'll be sharing this place while studying for 4 years at college. Luke was able to find himself a house closer to the company my mom was in charge of before her passing, and has now started his new job there as the COO while the company makes plans for me to become the next CEO. Thankfully, Luke has told me that he won't be making any major changes to the company while he's in charge, and that he will always talk with me first to get my opinion on things if he does have to do something. And as for my dad, he was able to find a new place in town, much smaller than the house he sold off, but just right for a single man like himself to enjoy. His heart really was destroyed by not only losing his wife, but also having to hear all those words out of someone he assumed was his daughter's mouth. As a way of thanking him for everything he'd done and to keep him from becoming lonely, Luke and I went out and got him a puppy that he can now take care of. And then we have Carmen. I haven't heard much else about her after we left that house, but what Luke has told me is that he got one call from her, and she was calling him from a payphone since her phone had broken and she had no money for a new one. There she was, crying and begging for him to help her out with some money because she was tired of having to sleep under a bridge every night, but Luke said not a single word and chose to hang up on her. She was the one that decided to never grow up any while living in such a fortunate household, so this was the only path she had laid out ahead of her, and she'll have to walk it forever now.
Alright, so we're gonna go and meet my parents tomorrow, right? I'm a little worried about something, so I thought that I should warn you before we go.
What are you worried about?
I just spoke to my parents on the phone, and it looks like my dad... well, it sounds like he really's got something against you.
What? Really? But we've never even met before. What could he have against me? Is he really that protective of you?
Kind of. It's more like he thinks that we gotta marry into someone that's worthy of being in our family, since I guess you can say that we have it all. We have the education, the money, the influence. I mean, all of our family has graduated from a renowned university. He wants the people that join our family to be just as high up on the ladder as we are.
So, what's the problem? I went to a pretty famous university too. Or is it not famous enough?
Well, yeah, the problem isn't you exactly, it's your background. I didn't know that your dad was a single parent. You've never told me that he raised you by himself. But my dad knew somehow.
Wait, I told you that my mom passed away. I didn't think that I would have to tell you that that means that my dad is a single parent.
Well, I knew about your mom, but I didn't think that he was still alone. When you hear that someone's from a single-parent household, you get the impression that they're not exactly financially stable. You understand that, right?
What? Troy, what are you even saying? That doesn't make any sense at all. Do you understand that that's called prejudice?
Anyway, I think that's why my dad doesn't like you. My mom told me that he's been in a bad mood recently because of that. So I just want you to be careful with what you say to him tomorrow. We don't want to anger him any further.
You're telling me to be careful? How am I supposed to do that? I haven't even done anything wrong, so how am I supposed to take care not to make him angry? I'm not gonna walk around on eggshells. I don't understand where this is all coming from, but if he already hates me, then obviously there's nothing I can do about it. I'm just going to be myself and work towards getting to know him, and have him get to know the real me. Everything's going to be fine, so you don't have to worry.
You've got a lot of nerve coming into my house and trying to slither your way into my family. A woman like you doesn't deserve to be with my son. You're beneath him.
You should take that back, Mason. You're being extremely rude. You were insulting my dad, too. What you've said is absolutely unforgivable.
You and that father of yours, did you really think that you could become a part of our family if you got closer to my son and married him? You're beneath us. You don't have the right. You must be stupid if you think that I'm going to let you get away with this.
I'm not interested in becoming family with someone who speaks like that to someone they've only just met. And the prejudices you have against single-parent households is just ridiculous, too. I don't want to have anything to do with your so-called super elite family.
You don't have the right to reject us. We're the ones that want nothing to do with people like you. You must have thought that marrying into our family was a chance for you to become rich yourselves. But you're not getting your dirty hands on any of my money. And you're not marrying my son either. If you keep on acting like a gold digger like that, then you'll never get married. It's no wonder you're still single at your age.
Excuse me?
There's no point in trying to hide it. I heard from Troy that you're older than he is. Which means that you're over 30. If a woman's not married by the time she's 25, that can only mean that something's wrong with her. In other words, you're after our money. You can't trick me, you're a fortune hunter. You should take a good look at yourself and your background before you go out and try and find another victim. Next time you should aim a lot lower instead of trying to reach for someone that's out of your league. You and my son were never going to make it as a couple. He's too good for you. And you only have your ignorance to blame if you can't realize that.
Mason, I think you should be careful with what you say to me. You're going to regret being this rude, and you'll wish that you could take it back when it's too late.
Why should I take care with what I say to you? You're just a gold digger. I can say whatever I like to someone like you. Do you want to know why? It's because someone with your background doesn't have the power to stop me. You say that I'm going to regret this? As if. What can you do to make me apologize? Nothing!
I understand the love you have for your only son and wanting the best for him, including the best partner, but that doesn't mean that you can talk to people however you want. You were rude enough to insult me and my father the minute I walked through your door, and now you've gone out of your way to contact me online just to continue your verbal abuse. It's pathetic. And you really consider yourself a part of the higher end of society? As an elite? Don't make me laugh.
And you wouldn't, since you're not one of us. We have pride in being elites, and we have a duty to uphold our reputation. If I let Troy marry you, it would mean the end of that reputation. Especially now that I know your father didn't even go to high school. An embarrassment like that has to be avoided at all costs.
Excuse me? How did you even find out about that? My dad's never told you that, and I've never told Troy either. How did you find out about my dad's education? And about my dad being a single parent? It seems like Troy never told you, so how did you know?
I guess it's difficult for a poor person like you to understand. Rich people have their own ways of finding information that someone like you could never dream of. It must be a shock, but this is proof that you would never have made it in our family.
Enough with the derogatory comments. Would you hurry up and tell me how you found out about my dad? You're starting to creep me out.
You? Ordering me around? God, you even sound uneducated. But I'll tell you, it's easy for me to hire someone to investigate someone like you. Money makes the world go round, and having a lot of money myself, I could do whatever I want. I have the sort of education that you can only dream of, and with it I can have a career that's out of your reach, and money that you'll never get. Once someone is born into the lowly circumstances you're stuck with, they can never escape it. The only life you'll ever know is lacking in financial stability, lacking in good education, and wanting of good morals.
You really sound like you're enjoying this. But I'm warning you, I'm going to report everything you've said to my dad.
Do whatever you like. I doubt that he can ever do anything to me. Oh, and maybe it was difficult for an idiot like you to understand, but the engagement is off. You're not marrying my son. I'm not going to allow you to marry into our family, not now and not ever. We've all been to top universities in our country. Why should we let someone like you get in our way?
I never imagined that my own fiancé's husband would cancel the engagement, but I'm not upset by it at all. If anything, I'm relieved. The only thing I'm disappointed about is that your son wasn't the man I thought he was. Now I know what he's really like. I don't want to marry him. I've already told him that I don't want to marry him myself. I'm not interested in becoming family with someone who thinks that he can insult people based on their education. And he didn't even try to defend me while you were shouting abuse at me. He was too afraid to argue back to you. When I saw that he wasn't even going to try and come between us, I lost all of my feelings for him. It made me wonder why I even fell in love with him in the first place.
Our family has a strong bond. Of course he wouldn't talk back to me for a woman like you. He knows better than that. It takes an education to teach people who they should really side with. And he made the right choice by not defending you. We don't need someone like you disrupting our family bond.
I told you I have no intention of marrying your son anymore. So there's no need for you to talk down to me like that.
I made the right choice by hiring that private investigator to look into you and your family.
What?
I found out a lot of interesting things about you. I didn't want some random woman making her way into my son's life and getting her dirty hands on our money. I should have been more wary and stopped him from even dating a woman like you. But at the very least, I managed to stop him from ruining his life by marrying you.
You actually went out of your way to investigate us? Wow, you're so committed. So you really think that your family's reputation is worth that much effort to protect? You must think very highly of yourself.
Of course I do. Our family is special. We have dignity, unlike people like you. The private investigator informed me that your father didn't even go to high school. There's no way that I can let you start a family with our Troy knowing that you're going to mix your uneducated blood into our family. You're not marrying Troy, and that's final.
Well, my dad says that you're fired.
What?
I'm tired of talking to you, so I've already told him everything that you've said to me. At first, I was willing to just accept breaking off the engagement because Troy and I were probably just not meant for each other. And I was willing to ignore how rude you had been to me when I visited. But you've gone too far, Mason. You said too much about me and my dad, and now we're both furious. My dad's shocked that you could be so discriminatory and has decided he doesn't want you working in his company anymore.
What the hell are you talking about? He can't do anything to me. He's just a middle school graduate. He doesn't have the power to fire me.
Listen to me, Mason. You're working in the company that my dad founded after he graduated from middle school. He's your employer, asshole.
What did you say?
Let me correct myself. You're not even working in his company. You're working in some distant child company that doesn't even have much affiliation with him.
What are you talking about?
You don't even know what he looks like, do you? The CEO of your parent company? You wouldn't, because you don't have any reason to. Since you're not even a manager of any kind, you're just a simple office worker. But you should have gotten his picture when you investigated us, right? How about you look up the CEO of the company you're working for? I think you'll recognize him, because he'll have the same face as the man in the picture who you got from your PI.
What? You're kidding.
I'm not. Look it up and see for yourself. If you take a look at the company homepage, you'll find my dad's picture.
It's true. It really is the same picture. No way. Your father is the CEO of our parent company?
That's why I warned you not to insult my dad. So, how does it feel to be fired by the very guy that you were insulting for being beneath you and inferior to you? Is it embarrassing? Do you feel humiliated? I hope so, because you definitely deserve it.
Wait a minute. Is this really true? Are you the CEO's daughter? But why? I didn't know. I didn't know about any of this. The investigator never told me that your father owned a company, let alone the company that I work at.
What, did the PI only tell you that my dad was a middle school graduate? That's a shame. You must have wasted a lot of money to get that lousy information. But even if you didn't know, nothing's going to change my dad's mind. You should just give up and work on fixing your manners and finding another job.
I'm very sorry.
What?
I apologize for being so rude towards you and the CEO. I got ahead of myself and made a lot of unpleasant remarks that hurt you and your father. It was because I didn't know who you really were. If I did, I wouldn't have said that. I really regret my actions towards you, and I hope that you'll find it in your hearts to forgive me. Please let me apologize. I'm sincerely extremely sorry. It was unacceptable for me to speak to you like that.
It's too late for you to start apologizing now. The damage has already been done. Besides, we're not interested in accepting your apology.
Please don't say that. I really didn't mean to insult you like that. Please, hear me out. It was the investigator's fault. They must have made a mistake and sent me the wrong information. I didn't mean to be so rude to you, okay? You've got to believe me.
Oh, really? Then how about the lies about you going to university? I think I'm correct when I say you didn't go at all. But I guess you're trying to say that you didn't mean to lie about that as well.
What?
We already know the truth, Mason. We know that you haven't actually been to university. You lied about being a high school graduate.
I can't believe what you're saying. I went to university. I went to one of the top universities in the country. That's why I got the job at your father's company, because of my degree.
You should be ashamed of yourself. You were putting yourself on a pedestal, declaring that you were better than everyone else because of your higher education. But in actual fact, you've never been to university. You're a high school graduate. My father had you investigated and found out everything for me.
What? You investigated me?
You're just a family of vain liars. Or rather, you're the vain one. You are trying to present yourself as a superior, important man with a reputation to uphold, but you were lying about everything. To your own family, too.
I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't lied about anything.
Of course you know what I'm talking about. You should know yourself whether you've been to university or not. There's no point lying to us anymore. My dad's already had you investigated by a PI because he was worried about the type of person you were.
Huh? You hired a private investigator as well?
Yeah, we found out that you're a high school graduate and that you lied about your education to get into my dad's company. My dad had no intention of getting in the way of my engagement to Troy. He just wanted to know what kind of person you were. He trusted my judgment and was willing to ignore what you had done as long as I really did want to marry Troy. He was going to give his blessing for the marriage, but apparently he's changed his mind. He's angry that you could be so insulting and that you spoke to me like that, and has decided that he wants you gone. He's the CEO after all. He can't ignore that you faked your CV to get into his company.
You already know that much. I never would have imagined that I would be investigated by someone else. I thought that I could hide the truth.
If you're able to investigate someone else, you should keep in mind that someone might be investigating you, too. By the way, the PI that you hired was someone that my dad knows. You should know that he has a lot of influence over a lot of local business.
What? He knows the investigator I hired?
Yeah, the PI kindly let him know that he was his next target. So my dad asked him to keep his current position under wraps and chose what information they could leak to you. He wanted to see how you would react to the information you had been given.
What? So you tricked me? So then I was just dancing to your tune without knowing it? Then it's not my fault that I reacted like that. You did it on purpose to make me look like the bad person. We've both done wrong in this situation, so why can't you just overlook what happened? Let's forget about all this.
No way, you must be joking. The second you found out about my dad being a middle school graduate, you hated me before you even met me. And then when I went to visit you with Troy, you looked down on me and insulted me. I don't want to have anything to do with you. I didn't know that my dad had investigated you until I told him everything you said, but I'm grateful that he did. I know that he was just thinking about me, and in the end, he didn't use that as a reason to try and get me to cancel the engagement. But you did.
But it's not my fault. If I had known that you were the CEO's daughter, I never would have said any of this. I would never have disrespected you the way that I did to you both if I knew that he was my boss. I didn't know, so I didn't mean it. You've got to forgive me.
Even if my dad wasn't the CEO of your company, you should never have spoken to me like that. You're the lowest of the low for demeaning me like that. Just because you found out that my dad didn't go to high school. You're obviously not fit to call yourself a father, since you've ruined the chance of a happy future your son might have had, and for lying to him about your own education. Plus, you're going to be fired, and won't be able to support your own family, despite priding yourself for being so well off.
Please wait. You can't do this. You're gonna ruin my life for nothing. I haven't done anything wrong. Tell me what I've done to deserve this.
You still don't understand what you've done? I've already told you enough, so why don't you look back on what you've said to me this past hour and think about it? I don't want to have anything more to do with you or your son, so don't try to contact me again. If you'll excuse me, I've got better things to do.
Wait a minute. I'll give you my blessing. You can marry my son.
Were you even listening to me?
My son says that he still wants to marry you, if I'll let you marry him, so please. He's told me that he's sorry and he wants to get back together, hasn't he? Why don't you? Just forget about everything I said to you today and make up with my son. You were both happy to marry him up until now. Are you going to let a few bad hours change that? Are you really that cold? Just marry him. If that's what you want to do, I won't stop you anymore. I didn't mean anything I said, so if you'll just forgive me.
You're getting on my nerves, Mason, you and your son. There's no way I'll be able to forget what you said to me today, and there's no way I want to marry your son. I've already saved screenshots of the conversation we've had online, and I've already shared them with my dad. And I don't love your son anymore. It's as simple as that. He didn't even try to stop you or try to defend me. And if anything, he was telling me that I needed to be careful the night before we went to visit you. I've already told him that I'm not interested in forgiving him and that we're never getting back together.
You can't do that. What am I supposed to do? I'm going to lose my job. How am I supposed to tell my family? They'll never forgive me.
Oh, yeah, about that. I already told Troy that you lied to him and your family about being a university graduate.
What?
Your entire family knows that you've been lying this entire time. It seems like they're pretty disappointed. Good for you. Now you don't have anything to hide from them. Anyway, I'm leaving now. Don't ever contact me ever again. I don't want to become family with someone like you. So I'm never coming back. Goodbye! After that, Mila ignored all of Mason's messages and calls. She officially broke off the engagement with Troy and let her parents know that she wasn't going to marry him. Mason's managers found out from Mila's father that he had been lying about his education and was fired immediately after. His entire family lost all trust in him when they found out the reasons behind him losing his job. He had been so wary of Mila damaging his reputation and had always been a very proud man, so he was even more embarrassed when they heard that he had never been to university. Troy blamed his father for everything that had happened between Mila and himself and didn't think to look back on his own faults before cutting ties with Mason. Mason's wife announced that she wanted a divorce, and Mason has been attempting to convince her to take him back, without much success. They were calling themselves an elite, well-off family, but in the end, they've lost the strong bond that Mason believed they had and have all ended up living alone. Mila was relieved that she didn't have to marry a man with such a pretentious family, and was even thankful for Mason's treatment for helping her realize that she was making a mistake.
You understand that there is no value in a woman that isn't even able to take care of her own house, right?
Huh? Why are you saying all that to me now?
I'm talking about how recently, no matter what's going on, you've been slacking off from doing your chores. It really pisses me off after coming home from a long and tiring day at work to see that my house is a mess and you're nowhere to be found.
I'm getting pretty close to having our baby now, and the doctor told me to take it easy around the house, right? And to make sure that our baby is okay at childbirth, I really need to relax a bit. If I start to move around too much doing a lot of the more strenuous chores, I end up out of breath too quickly and form a headache. I'm trying my best to get all the easier work done still, so how about you start helping me out a little bit for a change?
I don't care about you being pregnant. You were the one that wanted to have a baby, Cecilia. So you're gonna have to cut the crap and start picking up that slack right now.
What? You were the one that agreed with me that you wanted a baby, right?
I don't ever remember agreeing with you on something like that. So I'm telling you right now that if you're not going to keep the house in good shape for me, I won't be coming back there. I don't want to come back there. So, for the time being, I won't be coming back to the house until after you're done fooling around.
You're not coming home? Where do you plan on staying for the time being, then?
I'll be staying with one of my younger coworkers at their place.
I just want to ask this for the sake of knowing. That coworker is a man, right?
That has nothing to do with you, Cecilia.
I think it dang well does. I'm the one that's been paying for this house, so you think it's okay for you to butt into your coworker's place without handing them any money?
If you think I won't be able to pay my coworker, you're wrong. I'll just ask my dad to cover for me or something.
Do we even know about what's going on with them right now to say something like that so confidently?
I know about them and their situation. And I know that things are going really well for them right now.
Well, I haven't seen you talking with your dad in a long time, Peter, so are you sure?
I'm getting tired of all this talking. You're a real pain in my butt, Cecilia.
Wait, Peter, are you going to ghost me now then?
Hey, Cecilia! How have you been feeling lately? You were telling me before that things were getting pretty rough for you over there.
Yeah. Well, things have calmed down a bit recently, so I think I'll be okay now.
You don't have to try and lie to me about being alright. If you're still having a rough time, let me know, okay? I know that you're the type to play it all cool. And push yourself to the limit to make sure nobody comes to help you.
Well, thank you. By the way, is Peter in the office right now?
Nope. Right now, he's out with one of our younger employees, so I don't think he's around.
Is that younger coworker he's with a man or a woman?
Her name is Stacy Williams, and she's really young, actually. And recently, the two of them have been going out with one another quite a lot to get work done.
What's going on?
I just feel a bit weird about saying all of this to you, since you're his wife and all that. It's a bit of a mystery what's going on with those two while they're working together.
Is that right? Well, you can wait to tell him this next time he's in the office with you, but when that time comes, can you tell him that a package has arrived for him?
I don't mind doing that for you at all. But let me ask, is he even coming back to your guys' house anymore?
Well, no he isn't.
What the hell is that bastard doing leaving his pregnant wife at home all alone?
And soon I'm going to become a mother to my baby. I don't even want to think of what will happen come to that.
Remember back in the day when my dad left my house and family behind? You came to help me and make sure that I was okay when I cried. So I really want to help you out with this in case something... Well, you know what I'm getting at. So if you're worried about him, something should be done now instead of later. I want to make sure that your dream of having a loving home comes true. So I'll be at your side whenever you call for me.
Thank you. Hearing something as caring as that from you makes me tear up a little.
You don't have to thank me for that. Ah, and by the way, how's your dad doing?
Well, he's doing as good as we thought. But you shouldn't have to be asking me that. You're the one that sees him a whole lot more than me there.
But while I'm here, I try and focus on only the business side of things, and less on him being a friend. We have to make sure that we don't get too close to one another while doing business.
Now, don't worry about him. My dad is just the kind of man that loves seeing people as his family and friends.
I see. Well, if that's the case, I guess we can grow a bit closer. Anyway, I'm gonna start looking further into what's going on with Peter for you, okay? I'll even give him a call or text to catch up a little.
Please.
Yo, were you talking with one of the people at my work yesterday? What the hell are you trying to do? Are you a freaking idiot doing something as stupid as that? If you have something to ask me, then you call me instead of my office asking about me.
Well, I just assumed that if I tried texting you, you'd just leave me on read and never get back to me. And it's not like you answer the phone ever. So how the heck do you want me to contact you, Peter? Email? Fax?
Are you kidding me? I will get back to you when I'm ready to. That's how this whole texting thing works, alright? You're just supposed to shut up and wait for me to continue the conversation.
But inside of the package that you got, there's an invoice and everything for you. You have to come over here and get it pretty soon.
Go ahead and pay for that package yourself then. I shouldn't be having to say that to you anymore. You really are one of the most useless women on this planet, you idiot.
You think I have to? I have to be the one to pay for this package that came in the mail for you?
Of course you do. What kind of wife are you if you're not willing to take care of me? You're supposed to stay quiet and take care of all my needs at all times. That's what the ideal wife is to me. But you're anything but ideal to me. Always talking back to me with that snake's tongue of yours. This is the whole reason why you're no good to me.
Talking back to you?
Compared to you, this younger gal, Stacy, is perfect for me. She's willing to do anything I ask of her, and is so darn cute.
Are you talking about the coworker you've been working together with a lot recently?
Jesus, have you already heard about her and I? Well, this makes the explaining a whole lot more easy for me then. I'm going to give up on being with a loudmouth, back-talking, idiot woman like you, and fix everything with that younger and more attractive, selfless gal, Stacy.
What the heck? What the heck do you mean by that?
I mean exactly what I'm saying, Cecilia. I want the two of us to get a divorce, and for you to stay out of my life. You never seem to take a hint when it comes to me, and your manners are just awful. I know for a fact that the only use you have for me now is being thrown in the dump.
You're screwed up, Peter.
I'll make sure to send you the divorce papers in the mail with my half all filled out. You fill out your half, and then hand them in as soon as possible.
I just received the divorce papers in the mail. Are you sure this is how you want to end things between the two of us then? We talked about our future together before we got married and made a promise. I told you about how my mother passed away when I was young and that my father only ever spent his time at work. So I wanted to make a much more loving and warm family for us so that I could have what I never had in the past. And you promised me that you'd be at my side helping me make my dream come true. That's why I'm working so hard with you to make that dream come true, Peter.
Oh, so it's finally arrived at your place then.
You don't even care about what I just told you.
You're being annoying, Cecilia. I don't care what you have to say now because it's already too late, and I've made up my mind. Now hurry the hell up and get those papers handed in. If you can't get that done for me soon, I'll never be able to marry Stacy this year.
What the heck were you doing making a promise like that with me if you never had any intentions of keeping it? Being stabbed in the back like this, it really, really hurts. You're just going to leave me thinking that my dream means nothing to you.
You already know that I never cared about your dream. And you should have learned that before marrying me. Now, in order to make my dream come true, hurry up and leave me so I can be happy with Stacy.
I never expected you to be this kind of person. If I'd known how selfish you really are, I would have never said yes to your proposal. You are the worst, Peter!
And had I known that you'd be such a brainless idiot who only ever talks to me about her feelings, then I would have dumped you right then. I thought you'd actually be good wife material for me. Well, I'm glad we're finally getting divorced now. And it's not too late for me.
I see then. Let me check on one more thing with you before we leave each other. Are you really sure that you want to get this divorce?
I told you, I don't want you anymore. I already filled out my half.
You're not going to regret one bit of this?
You're being a jerk now.
Well, if you're 100% set on this, then I won't say anything else to you. Goodbye forever, Peter.
Bye-bye. Make sure you never come around me again, okay? Jeez, you still haven't blocked me after what happened last year? You must be a freak for still thinking I'd ever come back for you.
Huh? Peter? What do you want from me now of all times?
Well, listen here. Stacy ended up having a baby, right? And well, now that there are 3 of us living in this small place, it's not enough room for everyone to be happy. We've actually been living in the same apartment that she moved into when she started working with me a few years ago. And it's only really meant for one person. So it's way too cramped now.
Well, I don't really care about that. Whatever's been happening with all of you is no interest to me, so get on with what you want here.
You seriously have no idea what I want right now? Even after what I've told you? Still brainless, I see then. What I'm trying to tell you is that the house you're living in right now goes to me, and you get the hell out of there.
Excuse me? Stop saying such jumbled crap like that to me. That makes no sense at all and is just wasting my time.
I should have known there was no way of talking with you about this. Well, I guess I'll have to say this in the simplest way possible. The only reason you've been living in that house the whole time is because I've allowed you to. That house has always been my house, and I want to live in it again. And right now is the best time for me to get you out of there and move my family in. How much longer are you planning to be a squatter in my home, you lost cause of an ex-wife?
What are you talking about, Peter?
I told you. That house is my house, and I'm going to have my family live there now. So get the hell out of there right now.
The fact that this is all out of left field has left me a bit speechless. Are you sure you have any idea what you're talking about right now? Have you started some new medication or something?
Stop trying to even justify this and get lost. I was being very considerate by letting you stay there for over a year now. But that consideration is up, and it's time for you to go. Now, if you don't get out of that house real soon, I'll have to come over there myself and force you out.
Listen, Peter, I feel that you have some serious misunderstandings here.
I'm the one with misunderstandings?
Yeah, about this house. Have you not known a thing about this place? I'm the one with my name on the place, so it's not yours.
Huh? You're lying. What the hell are you going on about? There's no way your name, of all names, is on my house. Because look, back when we had that place built, I gave you half to pay for the construction and everything, right? So that means that me, the one that was making most of the money in the house, should have their name on the house.
You thought you were the one providing and paying for the house. You.
Yes, me.
The man that left his pregnant wife all alone at her house for a few weeks before telling her he was with another woman was the breadwinner of this house? That's a really good joke you just told.
I'm not joking, Cecilia.
I can see that you've forgotten everything, so allow me to explain. Back when this house was first being built, you did say that we'd pay half and half for this house.
Right?
But in reality, you never did end up paying anything, right?
Well, yeah, back then I didn't have the money just yet to pay for the place. So you never got the money from me, but...
And when the house was fully built, I had to pay the whole bill for the place, right? You remember the day that happened, right?
Is that right? Ah, hold up. I remember what happened now. Because right after you paid, my parents gave you the money I owed, right?
You are right in that your parents did end up giving me money for your half of that bill. But listen, Peter, I handed that right back to them.
Huh? I don't get what you mean by that. Why the hell would you do something like that with my money?
Your money? Peter, this house was for the both of us to raise a family in, right? I couldn't just keep having your parents, especially your dad, pay for things that we should have been paying for ourselves. So I was just thinking that until you saved up the money to pay me back for paying your half, I'd wait, and wait, and wait. Well, after a while, though, you stopped saving up the money to hand me anything, and soon after that, things changed.
But unlike you, I had all sorts of things that I was paying off at the time anyway.
I don't care about what you had to pay off behind my back. I never went out spending on all sorts of needless things like you, and instead worked really hard to save up my money for the house. I did so well, in fact, that I was able to pay your half of the bill as well in the end. So there you go. That's the reason why my name is on this house and why it's mine.
Well, at this point, who cares whose name is on the house? I've had enough of your jabbering, so hurry up and hand that place to my family.
What? Do I have a reason to give you my house?
I don't give a crap if you have a reason or not. I'm the one with a very important one, and that means I get the house.
What reason do you have that is important enough to force a stranger to give you their house?
I've already finished preparing everything for the move, so there's no going back now.
You already did all of that? Why the heck would you start packing everything up to move to a new house when you don't even have a house?
I do have a house, and you're squatting in it right now, you freak. Stacy has even gone ahead and canceled her contract here, so we have to be out by the end of the month. What the hell am I going to do if you won't leave my house? Are you asking for the three of us to become homeless or something?
I mean, you're all strangers to me, so I couldn't care less what happens. I just want to relax in my house without you blabbering on my phone all day.
Huh? I have a baby here right now that was born only a few days ago, Cecilia. And you're a mother yourself, so you should understand my pain.
Dang right. That's why I've been taking care of my baby to the best of my ability. Now get lost!
For crying out loud. Cecilia, I've had enough of this messing around from you. Do you not have a heart for anyone?
What is it now? Are you really sure you're not on some new medication? I can call the hospital for you and have them come out and help.
Are you making fun of me now?
Kind of.
You're the one that told the company I work for something you should have never said.
Huh? Why would I have anything to do with the company you work for?
Stop playing dumb. I was called by my boss this morning to come to his office, and when I did, he started to tear me a new one. He began to explain to me about how he learned I was dating Stacy. If all of this wasn't your doing, then who the hell would have told them about her and I?
Are you sure they didn't just learn about you themselves? I mean, perhaps you just didn't do a good enough job hiding it.
It couldn't have been so easy. I made sure to keep everything under wraps the whole time, so not even my closest coworkers would find out. But now, I'm going to lose everything I've worked so hard for. All at the worst of times. I'm only just starting to grow my family, and this is how it's going to go? You are like the devil, Cecilia. Being married to you was the worst mistake that I've ever made. And now it's gonna bite me in the butt now.
You're going way off the rails here. I've already told you I didn't do anything with the company you work in, so stop thinking it was me.
I know you're lying. If it wasn't you, then tell me how this all happened.
It was Matt.
Huh? Matt? What did he do?
Well, he was the one that noticed you and Stacy always being around one another first. And since then has been very suspicious of what you two have been up to. He thought that what you were doing with her and how you'd always be around her was very strange, so he took a bit of time to look into you two. And he came to tell me that he'd talk with you guys as bosses to have a bit of an investigation started into the both of you.
Why the hell would he do that, though?
Matt ended up taking a good look at you guys' schedules all the time and would also look into both you guys' backgrounds there.
Has he been trying to stab me in the back or something?
You and Stacy are the ones who have been stabbing the company in the back this whole time. You both wouldn't even go out to work together. Rather, you'd use the time you should have been working to have fun with each other.
I asked them to do all sorts of work for me to cover for my time out of the office.
Did you now? Well, I'm not too sure what all the company has on you both, but it's not great pushing your work onto other coworkers so that you have time to sexually mess around with another employee.
What the hell is wrong with him? He's going to ruin everything for me.
What are you talking about? Matt tried talking with Stacy about how something like playing around with you could jeopardize the both of your positions there. But she never listened to him. He really didn't want to tell the company about everything, but you both didn't seem to care about your jobs as much as you cared about one another.
Well, if he was going to try and keep us from ruining our jobs there, he could have come to me about it as well.
Hey, He was being very nice by waiting until after Stacy had your baby, right? Heck, you shouldn't even be in that house with her right now because that housing is meant for only one tenant to live in within the company. If you want to be there with her and not pay for your stay, then you have to understand that when the company finds out about it, you might lose your job.
For frick's sake. But wait a second. There are always those two that I can rely on for times like these. Whenever I feel like I'm in a pinch and help financially, I could just call on my mom and dad to come help me out.
You're going to ask your dad to help you? I think you're better off not doing that right now with him.
Stop trying to get me all freaked out by saying that. It's not gonna work. Bye now. Hey, bud! So you thought it was a good idea to tattle on Stacy and I to the company? What do you want with me, Peter? You knew about my parents, didn't you? Are you talking about how Cecilia's dad's company and your parents' company ended up merging into one firm? So you knew about it all along. Why do you know about things like that? Well, even if you were trying to hide that from everyone, I was the one that made it all happen for you. Huh? Why did you? I happen to be a decent friend of Cecilia's father, so I helped him work with your parents to merge companies. Then tell me why, when both of them merged equally, her dad is in a higher position than my parents. Did your parents ever talk with you about your family's company and the financial situation it was in? Well, I'm sure they never thought it'd be important to tell you though, huh? Well, to give you an explanation, their company was starting to head south. I never knew that. Well, if they never told you about it, you probably would have never listened to them, right? It seems that Cecilia's dad was doing wonders in the business world, and when it came to the merger, it was actually your parents that asked for his company to take theirs over. Are you sure? Crap. I can't believe you know more about my family than even myself. How could you do this to me, though? Do you hate me or something? Keeping secrets about the company and my family from me? You're the one that ended up stabbing all of us in the back, you bastard! Huh? You went and threw your wife and baby away. And instead of doing work for the company, you pushed it all off onto me and had an affair with Stacy. Whether you feel like you're my friend or my business partner, you stabbed me in the back with both of those things. So don't you dare sit there heckling me about how I should have been telling you about your own family and their company. Why are you so upset about Cecilia, though? She has nothing to do with you. You've known for a long time that she's my best friend, and yet, you've made up the most selfish reasons for breaking her heart, and mine. I don't ever want to see you anymore. Crap. I guess I'll never ask for anything from you ever again, then. Cecilia, please. Can you talk with your dad about all of this? I was once your husband, right? Right?
You think me, of all people, would want to help you out of your own mess? You destroyed my dreams, Peter, and now you get to suffer for that. That dream was something I was looking forward to even before we got married. But the moment I said I was pregnant, and soon after that you left me, all just to save yourself from having to do a little work and to be with some younger girl you met at work. This is what you get for being a sleazeball! And it's not like you only threw me away either, but your own dang child! I'm not helping you with Jack because I can't accept that you're a person in the first place. Nobody's going to help something they can't understand or accept.
But I happen to have a little baby myself now. If you really are a mother yourself, then you can feel my pain and help us, right?
I do feel really bad for your baby and the struggles it's about to face.
Then...
But that being said, I still don't give a crap about you and your wife and will not be giving you my house because you feel like you deserve it.
Do you not even have the ability to sympathize with other humans?
Are you sure you have any right to be saying that? Because I only just told you that to me, you're not human. So how am I supposed to sympathize with some kind of mutated monster like you? I have a very cute and important son with me now. And I've chosen to make him my #1 responsibility, and that will never change. So I'm never going to let you or your scummy wife lay a hand on this house. And since you were the one that made all of this happen, I sure as hell am not helping you.
The house we live in is going to go bye-bye, and the company we both work for hates us now. They're going to cut both our salaries and benefits. What are we going to do from now on?
Remember how I checked to make sure you were okay with all this a while ago? I asked if you had talked with your parents about leaving me and if you were even okay with that choice. And you, Peter, told me that you would be fine without me. You're a goddamn adult now, so take some goddamn responsibility for your choices, would you?
Ah, I get it.
What?
You're still on your own now, right? You haven't gotten married to anyone new yet, right?
And?
I'm sure your baby wants to have a father, right? So I'll give you the gift of getting back together with me.
Peter? What about Stacy? Are you going to do all of this again? Throw her and her baby out this time.
I have no choice now. I've started to find out that to stay happy, I'm better off with someone like you over someone who's about to leave their apartment, right?
I'm done with you, Peter. You don't seem to have a lick of responsibility or humanity in you. I think that both Stacy and I are better off not having a dick like you in our lives. By the way, I'm going to be sending you a few things later on. So when you have a new house, if you have a new house, tell me the address and I'll send it all your way.
Huh? Wait. What all are you talking about?
I'm talking about things to do with you cheating on me. I'd known about it for a while now, and I'm going to take you to court over it. And there, you're going to have to pay me big time for what you've done.
A settlement? I don't have any reason to pay you anything.
Well, here's the deal. If you don't want me sending that to your office to have handed off to you, then tell me your address when you get one.
Wait, please. Tell me what the hell I should be doing right now.
I don't know. You're a waste of everyone's time anyway. Maybe go die in a hole somewhere. I became really busy for a while there, so I'm really sorry for not getting back to you sooner. Thank you for everything you did. If it wasn't for your help on the company side of things, then I would have never been able to get evidence of Peter cheating. You really helped me out this time.
No worries. Have things in your life been calming down now then?
Sure have. I'm a lot more relaxed now than I was before. But I have had something I've really been itching to ask you. Why have you been so nice to me this whole time?
You're my best friend, and there's nothing I want more in this world than to see you stay smiling.
I can't believe that.
Well, to be fair, what Peter and Stacy were doing was not okay for this company, and I wasn't going to let them get away with it. Also, I'm in the same boat as you, being only raised by one parent. I only ever had a mother, and so I was always wishing to have a more full family, if you know what I mean. That's why when I saw Peter breaking that dream of yours, I was furious, and I couldn't watch it continue. You never did anything to deserve something like that, Cecilia. So I thought it was my chance to protect you and your baby.
I see. Thank you, Matt. After that, Peter ended up going back and getting help from Stacy's parents. But unknown to Peter, Stacy and her parents had been talking about what was going on with Peter. And when those documents ended up arriving at his in-laws' house, they saw how much he was going to owe, and Stacy no longer saw any reason in staying together with him. And that day, the both of them got a divorce. At that point, Peter was now out 2 wives, and in a panic started to go on dates with random women from a dating app. But nobody would bite after the first date, and he soon started to stress out so much that he'd take it out on others at work. And soon after that, he lost his job within the company. He had nobody else to rely on but his parents, and after going home to them, they began to work his butt off there without ever giving him a chance to breathe. When the court date came up and he had to come face me in court, both his parents brought him in while he cried in their arms. But of course, nobody was sympathizing with him, and he was forced to pay, in total, $15,000 to me in the settlement. But not only that, he had to start paying child support as well, since my child was technically his that he gave up. A few days after that, I received all the settlement money from his parents, and they'd also handle the child support as well. But of course, in return for that, Peter would only be worked harder by them, and he would get to really know what hell was like. By this point, he pretty much had no chance of ever making it out of their house again, and will most likely end up being their caretaker when they both grow old enough. Only recently did I go out to go shopping with my kid, and as we were out, I passed by someone who looked similar to Peter, but looked like he was in his 60s due to stress. But let's be honest, that couldn't have been him, since he'll never get away from his parents ever again.
Miss Jackie, why aren't you home yet? What are you going to do for dinner?
I'm still at work. I'm pretty sure I told you yesterday I'm going to be coming home late today.
So, what about my dinner? Hurry up and come home already.
John's going to be coming home early today. He'll be cooking for you. I think he should be home soon.
I see. John is cooking today. You know, I've always kept it to myself, but you should stop that kind of thing from happening.
Excuse me?
Making your husband cook dinner. You realize that he's not some kind of stay-at-home wife, right? You should hurry up and hurry home. That way you can make dinner for everyone.
I have to work too, though. I can't just leave work to cook. Besides, we've always both worked.
Our mom is really sick often too. So we're gonna need you to make up for her since she can't clean or cook. Is there really a point in you living with us if you don't do that?
I don't live here to be your live-in maid. Also, the only reason that I'm at work at all is because we wanted to make our main house a duplex and we needed funds. John took out a loan with his salary, so we're paying that back with his job. Most of the regular day-to-day expenses are covered by my income. I think we'd be in a tough place if I didn't work.
Of course. You need to work hard. You better work hard to pay for us. You're a stranger who married into the family, and we're letting you stay at our house. That's reason enough for you to be thankful for us.
Well, actually, John is paying for the house mortgage, so I don't think that expression is really appropriate or even applicable to the situation at all.
You're such a smartass. You need to work hard, make money for our family, and also do all the household chores perfectly. That's your job. Stop being spoiled by John and work harder, damn it. If you don't work hard, you'll have to leave.
Yeah, about work. I don't think I'll be able to work for a while. So I don't think I can cover living expenses anymore.
Huh? Why not?
I found out that I'm pregnant. I have a baby in my belly right now, so in a few more months, I'm going to be taking maternity leave. So my income is going to go down. We'll have to ask you to work a little bit for everyone, too.
What? My own home? I'm letting some stranger live in my house? And that's your attitude? What do you mean your income is going to go down? You need to work harder. Work! You don't need kids. Go get an abortion right now.
What? Are you being serious right now?
Just because you're pregnant, don't assume everyone's going to be happy. You're dead wrong if you think that. If you make less money than you do now, then you'll be kicked out of this house.
I don't think that that's something that you're able to decide.
Just because my dad is kind, I can't let you take advantage of him any more than you already do. If you make less money, you will be chased out of this house, you understand? If you don't like that, then you need to go get rid of that thing in your stomach. I will not allow you to take off your job, Missy. Imagine a wife that doesn't put any money into her husband's house. There's no reason to keep you around. You will be leaving this house.
I know that you don't like me, Susan. I kind of figured that all along, but I can't believe it. This miracle of life, and that's how you're going to talk about it? You've actually surprised me. That's way out of line, Missy.
What are you talking about? My logic is completely flawless. I'm letting you live at our house. It's only fair for you to bring in money for our family. If you're going to be making less and putting in less money, then you don't need to give up on a child.
You're the worst. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm not like you at all.
What do you mean? Are you trying to say something?
You basically abandoned your own child. You gave your ex-husband custody of your child really fast. Then you ran back into your parents' house.
You realize how tough it is to raise a child?
That may be so, but you neglected your own child and cheated. Then you were sued by your husband for having an affair, and now you have no money. So you come back to your parents' house, and you heard that John and I, with your parents, will be building a duplex to live together. And you suddenly start demanding for your own room too. But you don't pay a single penny. We had John take out a loan with his salary, and you still don't bring in or put any money into the family. What do you want me to do about it?
All of my money is still going to pay off damages, and also paying child support.
You say that you're letting me live here? That's your favorite thing to tell me, but let's be real. The person who's mooching here is you, right? We're letting you live here. I pay for daily expenses. And the retirement from Dad? All of that money you lost in the divorce settlement. Yeah, guess where his retirement went? We were always concerned with Mom's health because she didn't feel well, so we wanted to live with her, or at least close to her. Living with you, though, Susan, that was never part of the plan to begin with.
What the hell? I'm just staying at my parents' house. What's the big deal about that?
I'll tell you what. You don't pay a single penny and you don't take care of anything around the house. You let Mom do all of that, so she got even sicker than before, right?
Right now, you're the one that's in charge of that. So who cares? It doesn't matter anymore.
You're also using the money we put into the family account, right?
What?
You use Mom's card, you withdraw money without telling us, right?
Of course not. Stop saying things that ain't true.
We already know the truth, you understand that. Everyone in the family knows. But they were all family, so I guess that they just wanted to pretend that they didn't see it. I, however, like you tell me so often, am not family. You're just some bitch who tells me to abort my child. So I don't want to get along with you at all. Please leave this house right now.
Excuse me? Are you trying to chase me out? You realize that you have no right or power to do that, right? This house is my father's house. I have a right to live here.
Sorry to break it to you, but that house is actually in John's name right now.
What? Are you serious?
When we were taking out a loan for the house, we changed the title to John from your father.
I didn't know that. But that doesn't matter. It's where I grew up, so I will not be leaving this house. Where is John anyway? And when the hell are you coming home? I'm getting really hungry.
I just reached out to John a second ago. We're going to execute our plan that we have agreed on a while back.
Plan?
Unfortunately for you, you're going to be thrown out of this house within the week.
Are you messing with me? I can't leave this house that soon.
I'm pregnant now. I don't want to have any unwanted stress anymore. You dirty the house every day, and yet I'm the one cleaning up after you. If I don't clean up immediately, you're quick to complain. You even start complaining about my cooking, too. I don't want to raise my child in this sort of environment with you in it. Your room will be used as our child's room. We'll be throwing out anything that you leave behind.
What are you talking about? You can talk all you want, but I have no intention of leaving.
John and Dad just signed a lease to a house in your name.
What? What are you talking about?
You're almost 40. I think you know how to live alone. At least I would hope that you know. We've already decided on a house, so you need to pack your things and head out. I'll tell you the address later, so hurry up and get packing.
Stop saying things I don't understand. Why am I having to move?
I think I've already explained why we don't want you in the house. You still don't understand? Some old lady who's almost 40 and mooches off her parents' money is kind of trouble for us. You understand?
What the hell is that attitude? Stop looking down on people, you idiot.
I'm just being logical. You've always been complaining about me every day, but you don't need to worry about that anymore. You should be happy, honestly. You don't like the way I clean or my cooking, right? I'm a formal employee who works late every single day, full-time, and I have to clean your underwear when you work about 4 days a week part-time. It just didn't really make sense to me.
Stop acting like you're all that just because you're a formal employee.
I'm not acting like I'm all that, but as severance, I paid for all of the down payments and initial fees. So you're welcome. Please don't mess with us, including your father. We're not going to help you out anymore, so don't count on us. Also, just so you know, I'll be expecting my money to be returned when you can start making your own money.
Are you seriously telling me to leave? Who's going to be paying the rent then?
You will be paying the rent. I don't know why I'm explaining this to someone who's almost 40. I don't want to see you anymore, so I'll be at my parents' house until you're out of the house. I don't want to be around someone who tells me that I should abort my child. So please leave by the weekend.
I don't want to leave. I don't have any money. I can't survive on my own. I'll just convince Dad when he gets home. I'm not going to be leaving.
I don't think you're going to be able to convince him. I told him about how you told me to abort my child, and he's not happy to hear about that. I also told John, too. Neither one of them are your friend at the moment. You might even be chased out today. You won't be able to move into your new home until the weekend, so if you are chased out, maybe you should consider just camping outside. Good luck and goodbye. Here's to your real single life. After John and her dad came home, they found Susan with her eyes swollen from crying. She tried to cry her way out of this to convince them to let her stay, but the normally quiet and calm dad yelled at her like he had seen her murder someone. Susan was frozen in place. He proceeded to throw out all of her luggage outside of the house. He wasn't too happy with her. Apparently, he was also at the end of his patience with Susan's behavior. She ended up having to leave the next morning. Jackie finally came back to the house, and they continued living life quietly and peacefully. Susan had to pay for her child support and rent and just general day-to-day expenses. But she couldn't make the money, so she had been adding shifts to her part-time job and working day and night to survive.
Mark, there's something on my mind, and it's not easy for me to say, but I'm going to say it anyway.
What is it?
I think that you should find yourself a new job. I mean, you only work like 2 times a week. In your free time, you play video games at home or go out with your friends. Don't you want a full-time job?
I don't. I already live in a nice house and I'm happy with my life. I don't think there's any need for me to change anything.
But I'm the one paying for it all. Don't you think that's a little unfair? If I were in your position, I'd feel bad that I wasn't making enough money. And also insecure about my future.
What the hell? Are you saying that I'm a loser because I don't have a full-time job like you?
I'm not. I just think that you should think about your future. You can't rely on me forever. I mean, you're still young. Don't you want to do something meaningful with your life? Don't you get sick of playing games and going out with the same group of friends all the time?
Whatever, you don't need to lecture me. I should have never married an older woman had I known that you would start lecturing me like this.
What do you mean by that?
I wish I'd married someone that was younger than me. I mean, they're prettier and more loyal. I married you because I have a stable job and income, that's all. I thought that if I was getting married, it would be better to marry someone like you, someone that could take care of me for the rest of my life. But I guess that I was wrong.
You're already thinking about your post-retirement years?
Sort of. The one good thing I got out of this marriage is that you bought us a room in this high-rise condo. And the mortgage payments aren't that high, are they?
I didn't buy this place. I pay a pretty high rent for us to live here.
But I'm sure that is not a burden for you, seeing that you make good money. If we're being honest with each other today, I think that my love for you is gone. I don't have any feelings for you anymore.
What do you mean by that?
I'm sick and tired of you telling me what to do all the time. You might be 5 years older than me, but that doesn't make me your child. I'm your husband. You should treat me with more respect.
I'm not being bossy because I'm older than you. I'm just asking you to do the right thing for the both of us. It doesn't make sense that I'm doing all the work here.
You can think whatever you want, but don't share your thoughts with me. It's really irritating.
I had no idea this bothered you so much. Fine, I won't say what's on my mind anymore. But please do some self-reflection on your own then. Mark?
What do you want now? Stop nagging me. I've had enough of your complaining.
I know that you brought over a woman to our apartment while I was at work.
How the hell did you find out? I don't care that you found out, though. I'm going to see whoever I like whenever I want to.
Well, I won't allow you to bring them over to my apartment. And I can't believe you let her use our bed. What were you thinking?
Fine, then do you want to get a divorce?
What?
And I'm taking this house. You can go find yourself a new place to live.
Do you hear yourself? Do you know how selfish you're being right now? We're renting this place under my name. Why should I be the one to move out? And we're still married. I have every right to complain about you bringing women over to our place. Don't you understand that you're committing adultery?
I don't care what you think of me. I'm no longer in love with you, and this is my life. I'm going to do as I please. I'm sick and tired of listening to you complain all the time. I've had enough. I want you to move out.
So this means that you want to file for a divorce.
Yes, that's right. I don't see any benefits in staying married to you anymore. It stresses me out to be with you. It's not good for my health. I want you to move out as soon as possible.
Are you sure this is a good idea? Isn't it better for you to move out?
I don't think so. I like living here.
I don't think that you'll be able to afford the rent. Do you even know how much you make right now?
I may not make as much as you, but I'll be able to pay the rent. It's not a problem.
I don't think you understand how much the rent is.
Do you think that I'm stupid? I think that we have the divorce papers at home.
Yes, we do.
I'll file them soon then.
What the hell? We haven't even finished talking about this. How can you be so selfish? You only make $800 a month. How are you going to get by?
The rent is not that high, so I can manage. I don't spend that much anyway. I'm going to get back on my feet after we get divorced. I'm going to remarry a cute and young girl who takes better care of me.
Life is not that easy, you know. You're not going to miraculously find a great job when you want to. I didn't think you were such a lowlife.
What did you just call me?
I said that you're a good-for-nothing lowlife. I think we've done enough talking. You can file those divorce papers.
I'll file them as soon as possible. I'm so glad to have you out of my life.
Likewise. But I know that you won't be able to keep up with the rent. I can't wait to say I told you so to your face. You're sure of your decision to continue living here, right? You won't regret it later?
Yes, I'm sure. How many times do you have to ask me that? I love living here. You should change the name of the lease from yours to mine.
Will do. I wish you'd had appreciated me more, though. I did so much for you. I'm the one that's been supporting you financially ever since you quit your full-time job.
Well, as my wife, that was your obligation. It's nothing to brag about. All you did was pay the rent, and it's not even that much. It's like $100 a month, right? I'll pay the rent from now on, so move out as soon as you can. I don't want to see your face anymore.
Okay then, I'm moving out.
Great!
I just can't believe you're so stupid, though. Your punishment is coming your way soon. I've warned you. And I'm going to live my life happily without you.
Why do you keep on acting like I'm not going to be able to pay the rent? I'm not going to get punished for anything.
Well, if that's how you like to see things, fine by me. If I need anything more from you, I'll contact you through my lawyer.
Sounds great. I'm so happy that I don't have to live with you anymore.
Same here. Bye, asshole.
Yo, pick up your phone!
I'm at work, and we agreed to not speak to one another, remember? Text me instead. I did everything that you asked me to. What else do you want from me?
First of all, why did you take all the electrical appliances from my house? I called you last week about it, but you wouldn't pick up your phone.
I bought all those appliances, so I have every right to take them. It took me a while to move into my new place, but now that I have, I needed my appliances back.
Fine, I guess I can't complain about it, but you could have given me some warning. Now I have to go buy some appliances for myself.
I suppose, but why are you telling me all this? I'm sure that your new girlfriend can help you with the shopping.
Actually, there's a bigger problem. The rent is much higher than I expected it to be. There must be some sort of mistake.
Oh, so you finally got your bill. You should have read the contract when we changed the name in the agreement to yours.
I guess.
But this has nothing to do with me, so you need to figure it out on your own. I've been paying the rent up until now, and you never cared how much the rent was. It's not $100, you idiot. More like 10 grand. This is all your fault. You need to take responsibility for your actions.
So there's no mistake in the bill. The rent is 10 grand.
Yes, the rent is 10 grand.
You deceived me! The monthly rent is worth my annual salary amount. There's no way that I'll be able to pay this much.
I'm sure that it is a stretch for you. Good luck.
Is that all you have to say to me? Good luck? Are you having fun seeing me struggle like this? You knew that the rent was too high for me. Why didn't you say anything? I thought that the rent was like $100.
How could you assume that the rent was so cheap? You live in a nice place. It can't be that cheap. Don't you have any common sense?
Well, I saw that you paid a lot of money when we first rented this place out. And I also contributed all the savings that I had at the time. That's why I thought that the monthly rent wouldn't be so high, because we had already paid the majority at the beginning.
Well, that's not the case. It was money that needed to be paid to secure the room because it's so popular. And we also used the money to buy furniture. But what kind of an idiot are you to think that we could live here for so cheap? Your stupidity makes me laugh. You're a real joke.
Stop being so condescending! And this isn't funny at all. I can't afford to pay my rent.
Then why don't you ask your girlfriend to help out with the rent? I mean, she's living with you. That's the least she could do.
I can't ask my girlfriend to pay the rent. She looks up to me. She's 10 years younger than me.
It was stupid of her to choose to date you. I guess all you can do now is look for a decent job that pays well.
So you're not even going to offer to help me out? I'm not going to be able to find a new job in such a short span of time.
Well, if you can't come up with the rent, you're going to have to move out. The superintendent is going to ask you to pay the rent for the month that you've been living there.
But if I can't pay, I'm sure that he'll come to you next. I mean, the lease used to be under your name, so...
But we're divorced now. I don't have an obligation to help you out. Your parents are the guarantor, so I'm sure that the superintendent will get in touch with them if you don't pay the rent.
I didn't know that. How did I not know this?
So, you can't get away with not paying your rent. Your parents are going to be so pissed off with you when they find out about this. If your parents get mad at you over this, you won't have a place to live. Why are you even calling me about this? I thought that you never wanted to speak to me again.
I had no idea that this place was so expensive. You should have warned me about this. This is all your fault. You should take responsibility by paying the rent.
Why would I ever do that? I'm no longer a part of your life. Deal with it on your own, you scum.
Did you just call me scum?
I did, because you are scum. You only married me for my money. And then you quit your job and spent your time doing whatever you wanted. You made me do all the household chores and wasted my money on games and gambling. And on top of that, you found yourself a lover and had an affair. After that, you made me move out and tried to take my house from me. I don't deserve any of the crap you put me through. Now, you need to deal with this mess on your own. I'm no longer a part of your life.
Look, you have a point, and I'm sorry for the way that I treated you. I didn't mean for things to end like this between us. Can't you help me out for old time's sake? I mean, we used to be married.
The past is the past. It means nothing to me. We're strangers now.
Please don't say that. I'm sorry for cheating on you. I see how bad that was now. You still have feelings for me, right? Please don't leave me to suffer like this.
Feelings? Are you crazy? I don't feel anything for you anymore after the hell you put me through. You're the one that kicked me out. I suffered plenty. Now it's your turn. I'm living in a fabulous new place now, and I have no intention of moving back in with you. My rent is pretty expensive, so I don't have the luxury to help you out with your rent.
Can I move in with you then?
No way.
Can we give it another try, please? I realized how much I love you after you moved out. I'm really sorry. I won't do anything else to hurt you.
I'd rather die than get back with you.
I'm serious! I know that we can make it work.
I hate you for what you did to me, and you're a loser who just wants to live with me for my money. I don't need you in my life. Now, can you please stop texting me? Good luck with your rent. If you can't pay the rent, I guess you'll need to borrow the money from somewhere. Although it's none of my concern now. Stop bothering me. I'm busy. In the end, Mark was not able to pay his rent. He suggested to his girlfriend that they escape during the night, but they were caught by the police the following morning. He had to beg his parents to help him pay the rent. He was then kicked out of his apartment and had no choice but to live on the streets until his parents forced him to live with them. As a result, his young girlfriend left him. He still owes his parents the rent they lent him, so he's desperately looking for a new job. He no longer has the freedom to do whatever he wants to do. He spends his time regretting the poor decisions that he had made that led him to this current situation. As for Melanie, after divorcing Mark, she lives a happy and fulfilling life. She even found herself a beautiful new boyfriend and continues to work hard at her company. She loves her new life without Mark. She made the right choice in divorcing Mark.
Hey, Jane. I've got something to tell you. It looks like Kelly has decided to get married. It looks like she's trying to get him to come over to the house. Maybe she wants to introduce her new fiancé to us.
Hey, oh, really? Kelly actually wants to go through with it? This must be a blessing in disguise. Wow, she can finally pack her things and move out. Good riddance, I say.
What's that supposed to mean? That she can finally do that? That's true. Tell your true feelings about it, why don't you?
I can't help but do that, to be honest. I'm already so exhausted from Kelly's daily attacks. She's a bit vicious. I'd really appreciate it if she left sooner rather than later. It'll feel like a weight's been taken off my shoulders.
Yeah, she really likes having a go at you, doesn't she? She thinks that because we all live together, that she can do that.
She seems to give me the impression that all high school graduates sit at the bottom of society.
What are you talking about? It doesn't matter about what your educational background is, Jane. I told her that you're a boss and in charge of a lot of people.
You realize that she's not going to believe anything like that, right? I guess she's just making things easier to comprehend. That high school graduates don't accomplish anything and have crappy, low-paying jobs in society. I guess we can't help the way she thinks about things. Her thinking isn't going to change anytime soon.
Well, once she gets married and moves out of the house, she might finally calm down and not hassle you so much.
Yeah, perhaps. Your mother insisted that we both live together, but it doesn't make it right for her to treat me this way in the house. This might be the best time to do that. I'm looking forward to meeting her new fiancé. It's going to be a very interesting conversation.
Right, okay. Talk to her if you can about how you feel. I hope we can give her a proper goodbye so that she'll want to leave and not move back in.
Oh, it's going to be. Don't you worry about that, but there's a lot of things I want to confront Kelly about. Well, it looks like I'm getting married. You know, I kept telling you to leave, but you didn't listen to me. You decided to ignore me instead. I never thought that I'd have to be the one to move out. This is so annoying. I haven't got a clue what you're talking about, but I'm not going to be the one who has to leave. Also, congratulations on your marriage. I hope that you do your best by him, and good luck with everything that comes your way. I hope you'll both be happy. You don't need to tell me to be happy because I already am. I've already got all the luck in the world. You don't have to say such things. I'm not going to be a burden to my husband like you've been. I'm a highly educated woman. We're so different that you're not even on the same level as me. All you're good for is nothing, high school graduate. Oh, is that so? Please, feel free to tell me everything you know since you're so smart. What's your point here, Kelly? What's so fun about looking down on someone like me? Am I your enemy? No, I'm just embarrassed that I had to live under the same roof as you, Jane. Don't you understand how highly educated I am? I'm going to invite my fiancé over to our place. I think it's just going to be gross having to meet you face to face. How else am I supposed to explain our differences, huh? Well, when you introduce me to people, why don't you just say to them that this is the sister-in-law who lives with me? Why do you have to mention my educational background or make me feel so low? Because otherwise, people wouldn't understand what I'm going through by living with some lowlife. Don't you get that? My fiancé is the son of a company boss, for goodness sake. What the heck happened to you? Okay, yeah, I've heard about this so many times from you, Kelly. What's that got to do with me exactly? Okay. You saying that is the reason why high school graduates like you are the bottom of society. You know nothing. I'm inviting him over to our house so that he can meet everyone. Since you're such a lowlife, I might as well introduce you as our house servant. What the heck did you just say to me? Did you just call me your house servant? Are you kidding me, Kelly? What else am I supposed to call you? There's no other use for you in this house, so you might as well be a servant, right? The only things you're good at doing is preparing meals and doing the housework. You're more or less a servant. Now just hold on a minute there, Kelly. Have you always thought of me as your slave since I moved in with Joel and the family? I don't understand. Am I wrong about you being our servant? You're just Jane, the good-for-nothing house servant. That's a terrible thing to say to someone who belongs in this family. Why the heck would you call me a servant when I'm not? Well, you do nothing to contribute to the household, Jane. I need to tell my fiancé that it's okay to use you as a servant. Otherwise, people might assume that our family's ranked at the bottom of society if they knew you were a part of the household. Nobody would ever think that. You're just a terrible person for calling me that. I am not a servant, nor will I ever be one to you. Aw, but why? I didn't say anything wrong, did I? Stop denying what you should be doing for our family. I'm just trying to say that you can't call me that. You're so cruel and never think before you speak. Look, I don't care what you think of me, Jane. My fiancé's coming over the day after tomorrow. Please leave before he arrives at the doorstep. I'm not leaving. I'm allowed to be here. I've got the day after tomorrow off, so I think I'll stay at home. I'll just take this opportunity to greet your fiancé. Didn't you say that he's the son of a company president? I don't know what company he works for, but I might be involved with it in the future. What the heck are you talking about, Jane? Why would a high school graduate get involved with a business that my fiancé will own someday? You're not seriously trying to become some hotshot company boss, are you? That is a dream you'll never achieve. It's not a dream of mine, Kelly. I actually am a company boss. You obviously don't know me very well. It's nothing special since almost everyone can become a boss of a company. Personally, I wouldn't want to work for a company where the boss is only a female high school graduate. Well, I wouldn't want to work for someone like you anyway, Kelly. You don't really give me good team player vibes. Wait, what? What's that supposed to mean? You don't even own a company, so you can't say something like that. I don't know how much plainer I can be about the topic, but I suppose I was being rude, wasn't I? Oh well. But it seems like we're trying to say the same sort of thing, so there's no problem. Anyways, I'm looking forward to meeting your fiancé the day after tomorrow. It should be a good time. I made sure to tell my fiancé about the proper role you have in this household. What did you tell him about me? What are you even talking about, Kelly? Are you making things up again? No, of course not. I told him to feel free to use my sister-in-law as a servant since all she's accomplished in life was high school and that's it. If you really don't want to leave the house, then I should be able to call you my servant. You're good for nothing else. I can't help that. Please work hard today as our slave so that we can impress my fiancé when he gets here. Did you seriously just call me a slave? Don't you know what kind of connotations that brings out nowadays, Kelly? Do you have no shame? I can't believe you're not thinking about what you're saying to me. You can't just call me that. Why would I have any shame? Come on, Jane. All you are is a good-for-nothing high school graduate. I can call you whatever I like. My sister-in-law has accomplished nothing, and you're also a bad wife. You're nothing but a slave to our family. If you understand what I'm telling you, you'd calm down and work for my family as a servant. Ugh, you are literally being such a pain, Kelly. It seems like there's no point in saying anything to you anymore. I'll probably end up regretting not saying anything, but that's not my fault, but in a roundabout way it is. It's not fair. Oh, boo-hoo, Jane. My fiancé, who's the future boss of his company, is coming over to the house now. I'm going to introduce you as a low-ranking house servant instead of my sister-in-law. Just a no-good high school graduate. Wow. Okay, don't hold back, Kelly. I'm still looking forward to meeting the guy. At least he'll see what you're like. Don't even think about being rude in front of him. Good luck today, slave. You're going to need it with the mess we're going to make of the house. You know what I'm really looking forward to, Kelly? How long you can keep up this attitude that you've got. Just hang on a minute. What's going on here? You need to give me an explanation right now. What is the meaning of this? Wow, it was so funny when your fiancé started shaking when he saw me. It was like he was nervous or something. It seems like it's been a while since I had seen someone get all panicky in front of me. I feel bad for the guy, but it meant that I was able to see something very interesting. What's interesting? What are you talking about, Jane? Are you making fun of him? Do you have any idea how much you've embarrassed me today? I seriously can't believe this. I guess it must have been my fault that everyone got so embarrassed. I just so happened to work at the same place as your fiancé. I just so happened to be the president and also was once a good customer of them as well. There is absolutely no way that that could be true. You definitely would never make it as a boss of a company. Well, you should be able to tell from the attitude that your fiancé had that it's true, right? He got so mad about how you were treating me that he made you kneel down on the ground and apologize at my feet. And even after that, you still don't think it's true? What's wrong with you, Kelly? I can't believe what happened. I can't believe that someone would make me kneel on the floor and make me apologize. Well, so you should have, since you said something that made me fall to the floor in anger. You called me a slave and even told your fiancé about it. But why should I be the one to have to get on my knees? I hardly did anything wrong. What did I ever truly do to you? I was just speaking the truth. There's no way that I'm going to help you out with this one if you don't even know what you've done wrong. Well, you didn't have any right to tell him not to marry me. How could you say that? When you told him that, he immediately wanted to call off the engagement. I'm absolutely devastated. How could you do this to someone? How could I do what to someone? Speak the truth about how you've treated me? I was just thinking out loud, to be honest. You're so insensitive. How could you do this to me? What a terrible thing to say to someone's fiancé. What's your problem with me? Why do you always cause me so much trouble? You don't need to say those things. It wasn't necessary. You're just telling lies, aren't you, to make yourself look good? I'm being insensitive? Really? Even though you called me a slave? What are you even talking about, Kelly? What lies are you even referring to? It's impossible for a high school graduate to get a top position in a company, so we're obviously talking about someone else, right? I know that you're criticizing my marriage. Why do you have to do that? I'm sorry you think I'm doing that to you, Kelly. I'm not talking about anyone else but myself here. I'm the one who's the boss of a company, so I don't get why it's so hard for you to believe that. Are you still going on about this? This conversation's going round and round in circles. Or did you actually know I was the boss and you just didn't want that to be true because you'd look like such a terrible person for bullying someone, right? Yes, I did know about it, but I thought that you were more of a self-proclaimed president to make yourself look more important. I can't believe you actually run a company, even though you're only a high school graduate. It makes no sense. Just because I didn't go to college, it doesn't mean that I can't do anything with my life. You criticize people so much based on their education. It's annoying. Even high school graduates can succeed if they take things seriously and give their chance a good shot like I did. You only seem to care about someone's academic history, and you're so picky when it comes to jobs. You only end up looking like a half-hearted part-time worker. Why do you always have a go at me for my educational background? How dare you talk to me like that? What are you getting at? You can treat me like this? What do you mean by me being half-hearted? Even though you register for a position and get dispatched to that position you applied for, you get picky and don't like the way things are done. If you turn around and say it's not a good fit for you, you just quit right away. What a waste of time for the company in hiring you. You frequently quit jobs and blame that it doesn't suit you, but it's because you're lazy and don't want to work. All you want to do is live off of someone else for the rest of your life so you don't have to do hard work. That's not true at all. You know nothing about me. Stop making up crap about me. You can't say much either. I work a lot harder than you do, Kelly. Then why don't you explain to me what it is that you do? All I'm trying to do is find a job that's right for me. I just want to find a job that matches my abilities. Okay, sure. I guess I should believe you, but I think that's crap, Kelly. Hey, if there's something that I'm interested in and I like it, I'll stick with it, and I'll do so for a very long time. My guess is that you'll never find anything you like, and you'll just use others to get what you want. It's because I'm just too good for all the jobs that I've tried to do, okay? I've got world-class abilities. Isn't it more to do with just having too high of a standard and thinking you're better than you actually are? Not a question of your abilities. What are you even on about, Jane? That makes no sense. What's so wrong with having a high standard anyways? It's not good having such high expectations, Kelly. It makes you look like you're too good for everyone and that you're snubbing them. You don't have any world-class abilities. You're just picky and lazy. This is what happens when you think your ideals are the most important. When are you going to realize that you've got no special abilities and actually just find a job and stick to it? Rude much? It's not entirely impossible. I just haven't found my exact ability yet, okay? Don't you know that I graduated from a super prestigious university? Doesn't that make me special? And your point is what exactly? I don't think your university actually matters to probably most people. Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean? Going to that university makes me special and elite, no? Okay, yeah, you worked hard to get into a famous university. I'm not going to take that away from you. But does going to a university that's famous really determine if you're going to succeed in life or be an elite or wealthy? I heard that you quit the company that you joined only a month after graduating from university. Since then, you've been jumping from job to job a lot. How does that make you elite? Don't you want to move up the career ladder? You've got to stay at a job for a long time to do that. All you've done recently is quit your previous job to be a so-called home security guard. What is that anyway? You turn around and say that you can't help with the housework even though you're at home. You don't even do anything like that, which is just lazy, to be honest with you. How dare you try to make fun of me? At least I try. All you are is a high school graduate. You never went to college like I did. How does that not make me a successful person, huh? I got the best education in the country, if not the world. Oh, don't talk crap, Kelly. Just because you got into a good school, it doesn't mean you're automatically going to be successful. I might have only graduated high school, but annual income's a lot higher than yours. I do wonder how many times more it is. Your income at the moment is, well, 0, so I can't really calculate it as such. There's absolutely no comparison. I'm still in the early stages of my life. I've got time to find a really good job. I'm still young, unlike you old hag. If I get married, I'll get rich that way because I'll marry a man who makes lots of money. So someone's educational background doesn't matter anymore as long as they make a lot of money? Shut up, Jane. There's no need to be a smart aleck to me. That's what I plan to do, so I'll do it. Aw, did that hurt your poor little heart? You're literally a walking contradiction, Kelly. You looked down on me because of my academic history. What makes you think you won't do the same when it comes to looking for a husband? If you think you'll end up getting married, I see no problem with that. Someone's academic history just won't matter anymore, even if it's to find your ideal husband. Okay, I get it. You dare call me a slave, even though I work hard at my company and you do nothing all day. What a load of trash. I guess it causes you so much pain to see how unsuccessful you are compared to me. Oh, you think you're causing me pain? I can throw it right back at you. What are you going to do for me? What am I supposed to do if my marriage doesn't work out? You need to take responsibility for ruining my relationship with my fiancé. Will you even do that? Me? Take responsibility? Are you kidding me? I just spoke the truth while you lied through your teeth. Do I really need to take the blame? Of course you do. You ruined my marriage. I was going to marry that guy and all you had to do was leave the house and you didn't. You're at fault here. Because of what you said to him, our marriage is in doubt. You do realize that, right? Say that it's your fault, Jane. Wow, it really satisfies you to put all the blame on me, doesn't it? Even though I told your fiancé the truth and you told him I'm a slave. Really, Kelly? I'm only responsible for what I said, so you should be too, correct? Are you kidding me with this crap? What are you trying to say? You called me, your own sister-in-law, a slave. What a horrible thing to do. And you told him I'm just an outsider. I don't know which one is more embarrassing, do you? It's a really stupid and just an inexcusable thing to say to someone who's married into the family. I thought we would get along when I moved in. Well, there's not much more to say than that. Look, it was wrong of me to call you a slave. It's not like I had any bad intentions. It was just a joke, you know? I don't get why you're so angry about this when all I was doing was teasing you. I know it's not the actual truth. I just wanted to have a little bit of fun since it gets so boring around here sometimes. I'm not angry about it, just really disappointed that someone would stoop so low to say something like this to another person. There are honestly too many idiots like you in the world that show no remorse and just say whatever they want and forget the other person's feelings. You even told me to leave the house, my own house that I live in with my husband. Why should I have to go? This house is also in my name. My mother-in-law asked me to live with you all, and she let me live here out of compassion. If you want me to leave, then you can tell me that after you've got your own house. You'll know soon enough what it feels like to be kicked out of your own home, okay? Whoa, just back up a minute. I don't believe that this house is in your name. Why is it in your name? You really underestimated me. I'm a boss of a company, Kelly. Didn't you know that I'm capable of making decisions like this? You know what? I don't care what you say to me now. Your words don't really hurt me anymore. Please leave the house immediately. You're not welcome here. Wait, what? Are you for real? Why can't I stay here? Are you seriously kicking me out right now? Are you insane? Are you trying to kick me out onto the streets? Well, why shouldn't I, considering the way you've been treating me? You deserve it, to be honest. Don't you know that my marriage is ruined because of you? I've got nowhere to go now. I was going to marry a successor of a company, for goodness sake. You called me a slave, Kelly. You said I was a lowlife who never accomplished anything. I've accomplished more than you, and I didn't even go to college. You were the one who was making up lies and saying things that didn't make sense. You've been the problem this entire time. No matter what way you look at it, it's not my fault at all. I'm the victim in all of this. I can do what I want in this situation, and I am telling you to leave this house. But I was going to get married, and now everything's ruined. Where do I go when you kick me out? I don't know. That's a problem you need to solve on your own. Perhaps find a job that earns you money. You're an awful person, and I never want to have anything to do with you ever again. You've always been a cruel sister-in-law. You can't just say those sorts of things about me. Please, just wait a minute, Jane. What did my brother say about this? He said that he's very disappointed in your behavior towards me. He finds it disgusting. I don't understand. Why would he say something like that to his little sister? He's always said nice things about me. Well, he's no longer wearing his rose-tinted glasses anymore. He sees you for what you truly are, which is rude and cruel. Don't you remember calling me a slave or something? Do you have short-term memory loss, Kelly? No one in this house wants you here. You're officially cut off. Don't even think that you can come back into the family. You've ruined your chances of doing that. Please, no, you can't kick me out. I'm the baby of the family. Please don't cut me off. I'm sorry for what I said to you. Don't do this. I'll make up for it. It's too late for that, Kelly. You blew it. Anyways, I've got things to do. Goodbye. Good luck finding a job. You'll need one to survive. I hope you've learned your lesson. In the end, Kelly's marriage fell apart and apparently was kicked out of the house not long after that. Kelly went crying to Jane and Joel and her parents, but she was only lectured to, and they ignored her pleas to move back in. They told her that she had gone too far this time. They told her that she couldn't rely on them again and was kicked out of the family home. Kelly left the house and had no choice but to live on the streets. She got herself lost wandering the streets of the city and thought about how dumb she was. It seemed that she finally realized how bad her words were, but even so-called elite people like her don't get their own way all the time. She was disappointed that she couldn't get a decent job or find a house to live in. She's currently working part-time as a live-in worker to make ends meet. It seems like she's not living a life of a successful person. It's the result of her own actions. She got too snobby for her own good.